Christian ministry, discipleship, having love for one another. Do you remember the slogan not too long ago that we used to hear? All lives matter. What happened to that? Do all lives still matter? Or was that a lie? Or was that convenient for you and you only? How do we be disciples of Christ? We don't even have to go there, but I want to go there because that's who I'm basically talking to. Because you know what? I see more discipleship out there in the world on social media speaking out against what's going on today in the Middle East. How can you have a heart for God? How can you have a heart for lost souls when you completely deny, ignore, and support what's going on in the Middle East? Didn't the same thing happen around 1933 to in the 1940s? People were being erased, but you look the other way. People are doing the same thing today, looking the other way. Tell me that you can have a heart for God, that you can be a true disciple and not give a rip what's going on somewhere else. Just because it's not in front of you doesn't mean you can ignore it. Let's look at this in John chapter 13, verse number 34. This is true discipleship. You got to have the love of God in your heart. If you're going to teach anyone, you're going to disciple anybody about the Word of God, you got to have a heart. You got to have the love of God. You can't be for destroying and erasing and starving people out. That's not going to work. That doesn't fly. There's only one person I know of. And, in some of these churches, we sit in there from week to week, not one word is said about it. Not one word. There's only one person that I know of. Of course, the Pope spoke up. And then the other person is Chuck Baldwin, Liberty Fellowship in Montana. Other than that, I haven't heard anybody. But it's time to kind of, use your platform, speak up. There are more unbelievers that are speaking up against what's going on in the Middle East than some of these organized Christian churches. John 13, verse number 34, a new commandment I give to you, that you love one another as I have loved you, that you also have love for one another. By this, all will know that you are my disciples if you have love for one another. Do you really have the love of God in your heart to love one another? If you completely ignore the wrong that's going on, just because you're not over in the Middle East, doesn't mean you can't speak up about it, because it could come here. Who will you